Hi, it's Tootie Tagerly coming to you live noon-ish from San Francisco on the west coast of the United States. So today we're going to talk about go big or go home, and actually shift it a little bit to be more about a lesson in facing fear and revisiting that term, go big or go home. I I work with a lot of high achievers. I work with all high achievers, folks who are leaders, CEOs, co-founders, executives in tech. And this phrase "go big or go home," I've always had a difficult relationship with it because there is greatness in it. There is the ability to set the vision, to futurecast, be bold, dream big, and to get all the things that you might want to get, that are all the visions of your future dreams, and being able to do it by putting yourself out there, making sure you keep pushing your edge and keep doing it, because if you're not going to put your entire heart and soul into it, why bother? Just go home instead. It's a little bit of bravado, a little bit of machoism, but I can see the underlying philosophy and principle behind it. And so a couple of points. Some points we're going to move from going big to fear facing. But I think one issue of this is looking at going big as a discrete goal. The goal being, I want this particular promotion. I want to make it to the C suite. I want to be head of X. I want to exit. I want to close this fundraising round. I want to be able to have my products and services reach such an astronomical level of scale that I'm going to impact billions of lives around the world. Whatever this version of going big is for you. But here's the dirty little secret. And I've coached multi-exit CEOs who are still looking for the next thing, because going big as a goal can just be an addictive drug. You can just keep like trying and trying and trying to keep on going big and repeatedly win and do that. And it's not good enough. It's not fulfilling enough. So I want to invite a shift from going big as a goal, reaching each of those achievements, to a different way of thinking, which is going big um, as an experience. Because the reality is, part of going big is there's a hardship to it. There's the grind, there's the hours, there's the working hard, there's prioritizing that part of going big at the expense of spending time with friends, family, hobbits. Would be lovely to spend time with hobbits. Hobbies, or your health. And oftentimes, many people will come to me for coaching and some transformational coaching when it breaks, when that like unrelenting pursuit of going big purely for the sake of going big as a goal just breaks because their health can't take it anymore. So the other part of it, the other time when people start to think about it, especially in this time and place right now, is when circumstances beyond your control happen, such as layoffs or shootings, or crypto breakdowns, or a war in the Ukraine, like all these external factors entirely out of your control that can shake your shake your world. This is the market conditions. These are the things that you can do everything you want in pursuit of your going big, but no, you can't IPO this year. That's just not the right it's not the right market. You can't fundraise, or it's even astronomically harder to fundraise in these conditions. Or the crypto or Web3 startup you joined last summer, no, they failed. And most heartbreakingly right now is the surprise, the hardship, the inhumanity of being unsuspectingly just let go and laid off when you had been spending all your heart and soul on going big for a particular corporation. So instead, what if going big was an experience? What if going big was an attitude, a philosophy, an ability to keep trying for the thing that you really wanted, and maybe becoming more unattached to the goal or the outcome, but just know that, hey, you learned and you did all of this. Um, so, how to do this? I believe that the path to going big as an experience is facing your fears, And the first part of it is witnessing the entire range of emotions from the highs to the lows, because it is really easy to fly high when things are amazing and perfect, just idyllic scenarios. You might be in a brainstorming session and there's so much creative energy going on, and you can set that 3 year, you can set that 1 year vision for the company and the roadmap and really feel what that is. And there's just love and connection and energy just streaming around from all the people around you, the co-founders, the creatives, all in the room together. And that's easy to witness and use that and feel you. What's harder is to be with the lows, be with the feelings of, oh my gosh, how am I not able to log in to any of my company's systems anymore? And how is it so dehumanizing to have gotten an email about this, not even a phone call from anyone within this company? And I argue that if you're thinking about going big as an experience, it's witnessing the highs and the lows. The extremes and the pendulums are all parts of going big. They're equally big. And it's really in the depths of experiencing the lows, your your fears, your dirtiest, nastiest, most vulnerable parts where, well, you truly get to go big. So how do you do it? You fly with your fears. You sit and you wallow. Let's just give an example, a specific example. And I've been fired before, so I really know how it feels, because you wrap your whole identity around your job. Or if your company is failing, that's even a closer intertwined like identity as a co-founder, to have to fail, to have to quit, to have to let go a whole coterie of employees who you hand selected up with it. Um, Many high achievers will shift into busyness mode. Will shift into the executional. This is the stuff that I need to do when I'm shutting down a company, or this is the stuff that I need to do because I've just lost a job. So I am going to jump into executional mode. I'm going to brush up my resume. I'm going to call all the people. I'm going to make all the connections. I'm going to start applying to jobs, redoing my resume, just like jump into this right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm looking at a group of people with privilege and maybe some financial security to like ride this out for a bit. And if that is you, if that's the case, maybe take a bit of time to pause. It doesn't have to be all the time. Just like, how about like 50-50 instead of like being in executional do fix it mode? How about half the time to fly with your fears, to sit and be and think about all the rage, the anger of being let go and laid off, the sadness of feeling like a part of your identity crumble, the sadness of not being able to see these beautiful friends that you've made and make this product that you've like poured your heart and soul into, this product or service that you poured your heart and soul to, this, the regret, all the things. Well, if I had done this, if I had done this, sit with the fears, the meaning making, that, well, if I had done this, maybe it would have been better. Sit with the self-recrimination, the judgment. All of these are your fears, because when you fly with your fears, that's the place of learning. And I argue that if you want to go big or go home, spend the time with your fears. And even more boldly, why not share them with other people? Speak them out. Speak them out to the world. Share them with your best friend. Share them with your partner, your spouse. Share them on all the beautiful connected online groups there are right now of fellow people who have been laid off or who have had to shut down their company. Share it, because you're not alone. They're so very human. And that's part of the process of going big, flying with your fears. So, last point, promise, go big or go home. Choose what going big means for you. I argue that when going big is a goal, you're never going to be satisfied. It's never going to be enough because the goal can be in control with someone else. You can have a goal. Don't get me wrong. I work with high achievers. I'm a high achiever. Goals are great, but be unattached to them and instead be attached to the experience. Be attached to the steps each day, the learnings each day, the choices you make each day. That's how to go big. Witness the highs and lows, fly with your fears, and then finally make a choice. Choose what going big really means to you. So that's it. Go big or go home. Move away from going big as a goal. Instead, move to going big as an experience, the learning, the steps each day. Witness the highs and the lows. It's not all about the highest highs. It's bigness, the variety of experience. Dive deep into your fears. Don't bury them. Don't hide them away and hope that they'll go away. They'll come back. They'll amplify and come back. And this is making the choice of what going big means for you. All right, that's it. I'm Tootie Tagley. I'll be here next Tuesday. Go big,